Hey everyone, it's SJ, and today I'll be covering some things I've purchased over the past few months, just in case people are interested in things that I'm collecting right now. This is going to cover a wide array of genres, so let's start off with some baseball cards. First up are a couple of Ken Griffey Jr 1989 Upper Deck rookie cards I got from my local card shop. I got both of them for $40 a piece, which isn't bad at all. They can easily sell for $50 to $60 for an ungraded card in good condition, so this was just a nice pickup, plus he's my favorite player. I don't think these are worth sending off for grading, but a PSA 8 is around $100, a 9 is around $200, and a 10 is $2,000. Speaking of Griffeys, I also picked up this game-used memorabilia relic on eBay. I probably paid a little too much on this at $240, but it's numbered out of 10 and it's pretty unique. I need to get it out of the display case because it has a crack in it, but I really do like this card and it's just something for my personal collection. I don't have any plans on selling any of the Griffey cards, and we'll probably just get more over time. Unfortunately, these patch relics aren't from any notable events, but these booklet style cards are always pretty nifty. It's the only one I've seen pop up, and it's cool enough that I figured it couldn't hurt to buy. Next we have a Matt Olson 2017 Topps Chrome Rookie Autograph card. I picked this up for $70 back in the summer, and if I had sold it in the early fall it would have gone for $110. However, I held on to it, so now it's around $70 again. Matt Olson led the home runs and RBI stats last year next to big names like Shohei Ohtani and Ronald Acuna Jr., so hopefully he can keep those numbers up, and this card will be worth more in the future. Next up is one of the notorious cards epitomizing the 90s junk wax era. It's none other than the 1990 Score Bo Jackson. It's an iconic card, and I got it for $30 as a PSA 9. PSA 9s regularly go for $40 or more, so it was a decent pickup. Plus, who doesn't want a sexy Bo Jackson card? Before football season started, I picked up a Jalen Hurts based on Russ Optic PSA 10 rookie card. I figured that this was a good speculation as I think Jalen Hurts has a lot of potential, but after this season and all of the interceptions he threw, this card fell from around $90 where I bought it to $60. Hopefully it will go up again though. This is a good time to buy his cards though, and a terrible time to buy Patrick Mahomes cards. Another pickup is a very nice near mint Genesis Pichu I picked up at my LGS for $40. I have complete sets of most vintage Pokemon sets, and this one was one of the few remaining to complete for Genesis. It's a really cool card, it's in really good condition, but for complete sets I do not grade them, I just rather keep them raw and put them in a binder to enjoy. So nothing crazy here, but in the future I'll do some collection videos. To balance out all of these pretty innocuous cards I picked up, I also picked up a crazy card. It's a truly infamous card, the C-3PO Goldenrod era card from Topps 1977 Star Wars. It's pretty obvious why this is an era card, but if you don't see it, this card has a pretty large mistake. There are corrective versions out there which are actually rarer but far less valuable. I bought this for $150 in the summer, and now PSA 4s are selling for $160, so prices have gone up. It's an iconic card that apparently originated from the cast doing some shenanigans and adding some extra junk to C-3PO, and someone took a picture of it. Topps somehow got that photo and put it on a card. So it's just a really cool card to have in the collection. I did pick up two magic items, and the first one is a Judge promo Force of Will. My goodness, this is just my absolute favorite version of Force of Will. The art is amazing, and it's the version you see in MTGO Vintage Cube, and I've always wanted to own it. I ended up bidding on it in the summer and getting it for around $270, which isn't too bad considering that now these are selling for $350 or more. I'm quite happy to own it and just glad it's part of my collection. Next we have a sealed Mirage starter deck, which has a bunch of commons, uncommons, and 3 rares. I used to get these for around $30 back in 2015 and then $100 in 2018. Then these went up to nearly $300 at one point, but now I got this for $125, which is close to where I think they should be. Mirage is my second favorite set of all time, and I always enjoy picking up sealed Mirage products. Now we're deviating away from cards to vintage Star Wars. We have a complete Jabba the Hutt playset from one of my favorite movies of all time. This playset was at a local toy store, and I was shocked to find out it was only $50. This set usually sells for around $90 or more, so that was just a great find. It's most likely a set that has been put together from various loose pieces accumulated over time, but I'm fine with that. It has Salacious Crumb and Jabba's pipe and bowl of snacks in their packaging, and this is complete as far as I can tell. If you buy these loose, it's pretty common to miss the bowl or a part of the pipe, because those get lost pretty easily. Jabba's in really good condition overall, although he is a little faded, but all of his articulation works, which is really important because his arms are a weak point. This also has a prison within the throne, and the doors open, although I thought this was to emulate the Rancor pit, but turns out it's just a prison. Finally, it does have the shackle for action figure like Luke, so for $50 I was happy to pick this up, and now it's on display in my office. This is the last item I have, and it's an original Kenner 12-back Stormtrooper from 1977. In case you're unfamiliar with what a 12-back means, it's the original 12 figures released by Kenner, and the 12 figures can be seen on the back of a card. This Stormtrooper is cardback version C, which I'll explain in a tiny bit. It doesn't really matter to me, but essentially some versions are more popular with other collectors, and it's really just a small difference between the lightsaber and the text on the back. For reference, here's what A, B, and C backs look like. This is a mint-on card figure, which means that this is an unopened figure and not a reproduction. Sometimes you'll see people pass off a recarded or resealed figure, and that is essentially worthless in terms of collectability. This figure cost me about $500, but that's because it has some serious damage where the UPC is cut out. This is missing because people used to cut these out and then redeem them for other action figures, most notably the infamous rocket-firing Boba Fett. A better condition 12-back Stormtrooper easily sells for $1,000 to $2,000, and since this is just staying in my collection, I don't mind a bit of damage for half price. It's a dream of mine to own all 12-back Star Wars figures, because the original trilogy, and even episode 1 through 3, had a significant and positive impact on my life. I'm going to keep looking for deals online in toy stores and conventions because getting a complete set from eBay would be around $20,000 to $30,000. So yeah, that's not happening. But I'm very excited to have this figure and hope to eventually get more. Well, these are some of the things I've been buying. Most of this was over the course of the summer of 2023, but let me know what you think. Did you find any of this interesting? Are there other things you'd like to see? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this, then I'll do more of these in the future, as I'm pretty much always picking up new and interesting things. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, then please like and subscribe, as I always appreciate the support. As always, thank you for watching.